Finnish government unveils 2025 budget with increased defense spending and austerity measures. Significant cuts to household service tax deductions proposed by Finnish government for 2025. Human trafficking trial of Thai strawberry workers begins in Finnish court. E-commerce prices unevenly affected by VAT increase to 25.5% in Finland. The Finnish government has unveiled the 2025 budget. It includes a €67 million increase for NATO's presence in Finland, increasing the police force to 8,000 officers, and raising the defense budget to nearly €6.5 billion, including fighter jet purchases. However, development cooperation funding is cut by €135 million, and vocational education sees a €120 million reduction. Additionally, the government will save from sickness benefits and medical subsidies, along with cuts to housing allowances for pensioners. The 2025 budget estimates state spending will reach €88.8 billion, while income is expected to be €76.6 billion. Although the budget deficit will decrease by about €0.5 billion compared to this year, without additional measures, the debt required could increase by €4 billion in 2025. The Council will initiate several major transportation infrastructure projects, including the renovation of national highways and upgrades to transport infrastructure in Kotka, Kouvola, and other areas. According to experts, current austerity measures are nothing new, and growing debt may continue to affect the labor market. The government is committed to pursuing strict fiscal policies and expects positive improvements next year. The Finnish government plans to significantly reduce tax deductions for household services from 2025. According to the proposal, the maximum deduction will be reduced from €2,250 to €1,600 per year, while the offset rate will drop from 40% to 35% for outsourced services and from 15% to 13% for wages. The deductible amount will increase from €100 to €150. Notably, home care services will be the most affected, with tax deductions reduced by more than 50%. These changes could cause difficulties for small businesses and elderly people needing home services. On Tuesday, the Lapland court began the official trial of a human trafficking case involving Thai strawberry workers. Kiantama CEO Vernu Vuosamistoliitonta and Thai business partner Kiliekandurian Phongpit are charged with 62 counts related to human trafficking. Both deny the charges. The trial is expected to last from early September until late March next year, with 5 weeks dedicated to victim testimonies. The accused are alleged to have forced Thai workers into harsh conditions and forced labor. The proposed sentences range from 3 to 4 years in prison. In addition to this case, there is another trial involving the company Marja Pullarica and former director Jukka Christo, also involving Phongpit. The charges include bribery. The compensation and fines for Kiantama amount to at least €100,000, along with the confiscation of €230,000 in illegal profits. The VAT increase to 25.5% has affected product prices unevenly across e-commerce sites. In a survey, the prices of 140 products from 40 online stores were compared at the end of August and early September. Results showed that 18 products had increased in price, with 10 of them rising more than the new VAT rate. At Tukmoney, some products' prices increased more than the VAT rate, but not all. According to Communications Director Veli-Pekka Eri, some prices have decreased or remained unchanged. Price changes also depend on factors like shipping costs and raw material prices. At Sunsum, most prices remain stable, with only a few eyewear rental contracts increasing by 1.5%. Suutari Kulahmainen and Lahti also kept prices stable, although profits may decrease as the tax increase cannot be fully passed on to prices. The city of Savonlinna has officially decided to raise the pride flag during the city's pride event. The decision was made on Monday with a vote of 6 to 5. Sanan proposed raising the pride flag on September 14th, while A.S. Stenberg suggested doing so annually at the time determined by the organizers on the main flagpole of the town hall. In 2022, Savonlinna reported the spontaneous raising of the pride flag as illegal when citizens lowered the Finnish flag and replaced it with the rainbow flag without permission. Previously, the city only raised the Finnish flag, the Ukrainian flag, and the national flags of international guests. The new decision is controversial, as it is argued that it could create discrimination against other groups. Kasper Nielsen, a Finnish military recruit, encountered serious issues when he did not receive timely medical care during his service at Kinin. Despite multiple requests, he was only given painkillers, and his prolonged condition led to severe lung infection, necessitating surgery. Nielsen's mother was very worried when she received a message from her son saying he couldn't breathe. This issue has highlighted the shortage of medical personnel during disease outbreaks in military units, causing many recruits to wait long for treatment. The number of soldiers at the Kinin base with respiratory symptoms has decreased, indicating signs of an easing adenovirus outbreak. This week, about 250 soldiers visited the Kinin base medical station, significantly down from previous weeks. However, Colonel Jukka Vuorisalmi stated it is too early to conclude the outbreak has been controlled. Currently, 5 soldiers are being treated in the hospital, with 2 requiring special care. Decisions on whether to maintain or relax restrictions will be made by the end of the week. An increasing number of Finnish consumers are choosing fresh fruit, especially berries. According to information from 3 major supermarket chains in Finland, including S Group, Kesko, and Lidl, fresh fruit sales have increased significantly in recent years. At S Group, fresh fruit sales have grown by about 25% from 2020 to 2023. Nutrition professor Ursula Schwab from the University of Eastern Finland expressed positive surprise at this trend. She said the growing consumption of fresh fruit reflects rising consumer interest in health. The fresh fruit market has expanded, with products available year-round thanks to improved cultivation and preservation techniques. Although imported fruits can have long shipping times, their nutritional quality, such as fiber and flavonoid compounds, remains preserved. Finnish police have launched an investigation into illegal logging in the Keski-Suomi region, where Stora Enso is suspected of cutting down trees in a breeding area for flying squirrels, a protected species. The incident was reported by the Central Finland Flying Squirrel Association after they found tracks and nesting trees near the logged area. The investigation is currently in its early stages, and no specific charges have been filed. Stora Enso claims it is unaware of the investigation and has not yet commented. Waste at the bottoms of rivers and lakes in Inari, Finland, is increasing due to tourism growth, particularly items like hand warmers and chewing tobacco pouches. Diver Janni Antala, who regularly cleans up trash in the area, said the number of hand warmers discarded into the water has increased sharply, especially in tourist hotspots. Although these warmers do not contain toxic chemicals, their environmental impact has not been fully studied. The Inari authorities are urging tourists to be more environmentally conscious. Startup Kinin, specializing in gluten-free products in Kuopio, Finland, has filed for bankruptcy. The main reason was the unexpected failure of the final funding round, leaving the company €100,000 short of the required €1 million. Although revenue from the products grew steadily, it was not enough to cover investment and production costs. Kinin established a factory in Kuopio with the goal of distributing products widely across Nordic countries. A heavy rainstorm lasting only about half an hour caused flooding in downtown Mikkeli, with water reaching ankle-deep in stores and streets. At the Stella Shopping Center, water poured in through the main entrance, forcing shops to close and evacuate customers. The center's drainage system failed, leading to the flood. The rescue team received dozens of calls for help and is managing flooding in several buildings in the area. Cleanup efforts will continue until evening, and damage will be assessed tomorrow.